A storm rises on the horizon. A storm of war in Iran. A wild surge in energy prices that stretches across days then shudders into silence. The chilling shadow of artificial intelligence weaving quietly through the fabric of our everyday concerns. Private credit cracks. Jobs reports bleed uncertainty. I walk in this world, my heart pounded by headlines. And I ask myself, how do I dare to invest? The answer, whispered in the hush between my doubts, is startlingly clear. Buy Bitcoin. Before I take you deeper, let me invite you to subscribe to Crypto 101 Central. Join this journey with me, and do not forget, tap the bell. Let the next new world find you, not the other way around. To watch one of the most outspoken Bitcoin advocates step into the lights of financial television. He does not flinch. With every word, he lays down his name as a wager that now, right now, is the time to buy Bitcoin, and he draws for me the shape of its fundamental value, a digital heart, pulsing with the promise of tomorrow. If I look at what has happened, really look, over this last year, I see the unburdening. Those who meant to sell Bitcoin at the peak, they have sold. Those who dreamed of gold have reached already for yellow metal, found comfort in dead weight. Gold celebrates its hollow victories. I do not despise gold. I can touch its heaviness. I know its song. But when I hold Bitcoin, I hold something far more alive. It is infinitely divisible, faster than the borders of nations or the tangles of bureaucracy. And when it is struck, it does not shatter, but sings truer still. Over time, I sense it. Capital, like a great river after rain, will flow towards Bitcoin. It cannot help itself. Let me tell you, the numbers speak, if I listen. What gold's exchange-traded fund did in 15 long years, Bitcoin has done in less than 2. Gold trudges, Bitcoin runs. Adoption is no longer a drawn-out dream. It is a flash, an arrival. Volatility, yes. Tempests come. The world points and jeers when Bitcoin falls. When it shivers down, half its value gone. But if that corrugated pain was the bear market's bottom, then it is the best performing bear market in Bitcoin's short, electric life. Then, almost as if the world arched on the edge of breath, President Donald Trump spoke words that swept across the world, that the war in Iran could soon be over. Headlines screamed, could this be real? Oil, wild with uncertainty, dropped. A dramatic reversal. Gains built over days were erased in a moment. Like a bird in a coal mine, this time oil was warning of something deeper. The bottom may be in, and my skin tingles at the thought. I watch the world ripple with opinion. The actor Terrence Howard, a face familiar to many, grim in his certainty, declares in a public conversation that Bitcoin is doomed. Listen to his reasoning. Note every tremor of doubt, every ounce of fear tangled up in confusion. It is a sentiment I hear often, from friends and strangers, laced with the worries of value, of dollar collapse, of whispered scams in the night. But I feel differently. I feel conviction stirring in my veins. Today, Bitcoin celebrates a milestone. The 20th million of its eventual 21 million coins has been mined. Imagine that. 20 million small digital flames now exist, born from years of relentless mining, blind faith, and pure invention. Only 1 million remain to be found, and their arrival will stretch over an entire century. Many of those early coins, lost to time, sleep forever. Scarcity is no longer abstract. It is fundamental. The more I step back, push my mind past the noise, the sharper my optimism burns. Again, the numbers line up like signals. What took gold's exchange-traded fund more than a decade to accomplish, Bitcoin achieved in just a few years. The future is no longer marked in tons of ore or bars of bullion. The future is digital, weightless, and utterly new. Think about the early years of the gold exchange-traded fund era. If history holds, if Bitcoin follows a similar path, its price could climb to heights once unimaginable. And if it exceeds gold's legacy, the scale of what follows is almost impossible to picture. Of course, the tides pull back. Dips come, inevitable and cruel. But the future is unyieldingly digital. Artificial intelligence is not going to trade in bars of gold or stacks of paper currency. Blockchain and crypto ripple through the arteries of the future. Brian Armstrong at Coinbase suggests that in the near future, artificial agents, vast numbers of them, potentially exceeding the number of humans, will begin making transactions on their own. They cannot open bank accounts. They can open crypto wallets. I roll this thought around in my mind, stunned by the scale of the transformation approaching. And Michael Saylor, his belief in Bitcoin is thunderous. Each week, more Bitcoin, always more. He buys when caution would paralyze the bravest traders. His conviction greater than fatigue. We are not stopping, he declares. We can buy more than anyone can sell. He does not whisper hope. He commands it, and many are drawn into the gravity of his vision. Halfway through this reckoning, if something here resonates, let the world know, like the video, and tell me in the comments what moves your heart or tangles your mind. You are part of this story with me. Now Ethereum calls a melody in the dark, full of secrets aching to be revealed. So many signals shimmer from beneath the surface. ETH whales, their hands impossibly large, are gathering, their accumulation rising sharply. Ethereum is no longer just a network. It is becoming a foundation for the emerging financial world. Wall Street, for the tokenization of assets, for stablecoins and the promise of digital infrastructure, Ethereum holds a place of honor, and upgrades are coming, bright and tectonic. A bull's strength disguised as silence, lying in wait while the price drifts low. The real world rushes to Ethereum, building threads of value and trust into its very code. There is a vision circulating in the analysis many are watching. Ethereum, someday, soaring to levels once considered unimaginable. Some projections place it far above current prices. Bitcoin may have sparked the revolution, but Ethereum is a programmable canvas, a living system for code, finance, and creation. Today's world is full of venture capital projects sculpted with corporate hands. But Ethereum was born decentralized, global from the beginning. Few other networks approach its depth of ecosystem or resilience through crisis. Wall Street, chasing certainty and scale, finds something compelling in Ethereum. Neutrality, reliability, a network that continues operating through market crashes, geopolitical shocks, and black swan events. Imagine it, a chain that never sleeps. Even if transaction costs surge, institutions will pay. Billions, sometimes trillions of dollars are at stake. Picture this, the massive scale of global financial assets, stocks, bonds, and tokenized real-world value, potentially moving on blockchain infrastructure. All those assets need security. Ethereum's value is not accidental. It is security, credibility, and economic gravity. As more real-world value moves on-chain, demand for ETH naturally increases. Staking removes coins from liquid circulation, tightening supply. Even modest demand can create powerful price reactions when supply shrinks. So do I believe in Ethereum's future? Yes, absolutely yes. These years of consolidation, this quiet period, may be the pressure building beneath the surface. Most people in the world still ignore Bitcoin and Ethereum, but tides shift. If interest in digital assets expands across entire generations, the structure of money itself may change. If you've stayed with me this far, make sure you subscribe to Crypto 101 Central and share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if the possibilities ahead spark something in you. And don't forget, tap the bell so you never miss the next chapter of the digital revolution. Watch the videos that appear now. I'll be here, following the tides as the future unfolds.